In the last video, we learned that sound is simply what we hear. In this video, we are going to talk about hearing and how we hear and what is hearing. So, this is what hearing is according to Wikipedia. Again, hearing, auditory perception, or audition is the ability to perceive sound by detecting vibrations, changes in the pressure of the surrounding medium through time, through an organ such as the ear. So, pretty neat. This is how the Wikipedia explains what hearing is. Hearing, spelling mistake, sorry. Auditory perception or audition is the ability to perceive sound by detecting vibrations, changes in the pressure of the surrounding medium through time, through an organ such as the ear. So clearly this definition says that if you want to hear, you better have ears. So let's have a look at an ear. Okay, so this is an illustration of a human ear. Don't worry, it's not a biology class, so we're not going to go deep into the structure and into the anatomy, but trust me, whatever we're going to discuss about the ear, it's really critical for our understanding of sound. So the human ear is basically divided into three parts. The first part, the outer ear, the middle part, which is called the middle ear, and finally the inner ear. We're not going to bother ourselves much with the inner ear or the middle ear, so don't worry. We're just going to talk a little bit about the outer ear and how outer ear is critical to our listening. As you can see, this part is the visible ear which sticks out of our head. Okay, now this part of our ear is responsible for collecting the surrounding sound waves coming from all directions. So this structure collects the sound waves and funnels them through this tunnel, which is called the ear canal. So the sound waves get collected here and get funneled and go into the ear canal, and they reach this point, the end of the last part of the outer ear. Here there is a tiny organ which is called the tympanic membrane, or in simple words we also call it the eardrum. Now, eardrum is very critical for our listening, and basically we hear all the sounds. Now I repeat, this is the thing to remember, that we hear all the sounds because the eardrum vibrates. So see how critical is vibration for understanding of sounds. So vibration all around. At the source of the sound, there's vibrations. At the hearing point, that is our ear, there are vibrations. So I repeat, the sounds that we hear them just because the eardrum vibrates. If we had no eardrum, if we had no vibrating body around here, we won't be hearing any sound. So the sound that we hear is because the eardrum vibrates. Now let's go back and let's see what Wikipedia says about the vibrating eardrums. Okay. Now, further on it says, the eardrum is made of an airtight flap of skin. Okay? Sounds travel in waves, and when these waves arrive at the eardrum, they cause it to vibrate following the waveform of the sound. So, once again, the eardrum is made of an airtight flap of skin. Sounds travel in waves, and when these waves arrive at the eardrum, they cause it to vibrate, following the waveform of the sound. Just like this. As I told you, here's our eardrum. It is vibrating, as you can see, and we hear because the eardrum vibrates. When the eardrum vibrates, there's all this mechanism at the back of the ear, in the middle and the inner ear, that converts these vibrations into mechanical forces and eventually into electric signals, and those electric signals are then transmitted to our brain, and those signals we perceive as sounds. But where all it starts? In the ear. It starts from here, where the sound is collected, goes through the tunnel that we call the ear canal, makes the eardrum vibrate. Okay? Makes the eardrum vibrate, and as a result of the vibration, eventually we hear the sound. So it vibrates. So as it's already clear that vibrations are at the heart of sound. Okay, so at the source of the sound, again the same vibrating string is back. So as you can see that the sound we discussed earlier, the sound is produced because there is some vibration. So here the sound is produced, there is some vibration. As a result, what happens? The eardrum vibrates. Eardrum vibrates and we hear the sound. The big question is that how this vibration, how the source of sound, which is separated by air from the ear, how the sound gets transmitted here. What is that magical power that transmits this vibration, that communicates this vibration from here to here? That is the question, that how these vibrations get transferred. And the answer, my friends, is in transmission of waves, how waves propagate. And that is going to be the topic of our next discussion. Thank you.